Today's date is February 3rd, 2008, and it's a pretty late tonight, and I wanted to get my diary out of the way here for the workout I did yesterday on the 2nd. I did an unbelievable run. I ran 22 miles on my treadmill yesterday. 22 miles. I burned off 2,643 calories, ran 22 miles, and ran for 179 minutes. And I averaged a speed of 8:08 per minute, which my goal on my chart here said to do a long run at 8:20 per minute, so I exceeded my goal. My knee is extremely sore. My left kneecap is unbelievably sore right now, so I can't really do much more other than just keep working. I'm trying to. Thank God it's on the kneecap and it's not on the actual cartilage area where it's inflamed. It's not. There's no swelling or anything like that. This is just kind of a sore knee. And I had to break this run down. I started at 7:28 p.m. and I finished at 11 p.m. The 7:28 to 11 p.m. sharp. Between the run, there was 1, 2, 3. I did this run in 4 sections, so I had like 4 breaks in this entire run total. And it was just a monstrous run. It's the longest run I've ever done in training. Every time I've run, of course I've run marathons, but I've never had to run this distance. And I was going to say that for those of you that this is a living testament of perseverance. And I want to kind of title this, or kind of make the theme of this little speech, perseverance. And the reason is because I had a cold yesterday, worse than you could imagine. I did not have the flu, which meant my chest wasn't hurting me, but I was feeling so crappy yesterday. I mean, you could not imagine the feelings of despair I had. I was totally feeling like crap. And I decided, I said, Steve, my mom called me on the phone. It's at my apartment, and she says, well, just make sure you don't exercise or do anything heavy. And sure enough, I got on my treadmill and I did the 22 miles. And I knew it was going to be a tough run, but I did it anyways. And I just want you to know that no matter how shitty you feel, unless you've got the flu or unless your bones are hurting to the point where you can't move them, I don't want you guys to ever give up on your training, because it is so vital that you don't take shortcuts. It's so easy to jump in the, get in the habit of just taking shortcuts and then running away from your problems and saying, I'll do it another day. And the good news is February 3rd being today, I was able to take the entire day off. It's a total rest day. And then tomorrow, starting in week 10, day 2, it says run 1 mile at a 7:36 per mile pace, then speed up to your marathon goal of 6:52 per mile for 8 miles before slowing down to a 7:36 mile for the last mile. So there's a total of 10 miles. It's a long run, but Steve, you've done it. If you did 22 miles, you can do 10 miles. And I always tell myself these long runs are awesome for pushing you to do the 10 or 12 mile runs. So anyways, I feel much better today. I'm not sick like I was. I've been taking a lot of vitamin C and taking my vitamins. But I will give one positive thing about when you go ahead and you work out and you work up a sweat when you've got a cold, you actually sweat the cold out. It's kind of interesting. When you work up a sweat, you actually get the body flowing, and they say rest is the best thing to do, but I would say working out a sweat is the next best thing to it, and at least you sweat all that crap out of your body, and at least it worked for me. I tried running with the flu last year, and you cannot do that because your whole body is sore from head to toe. But anyways, that's my workout for today, for yesterday, and then today, of course, was Super Bowl Sunday. I did not watch 1 minute of the game. My brother kept calling me maybe 3 or 4 times and said, "Oh, the game's close, and the Giants wind up winning 17-14." But it was I think it's great that they won that game. But I'm not even into football. I was so into just getting this knee. I'm at my mom's house today, and my knee was hurting, and I was fixing her washing machine, and got so much on my mind. But I'm saving this stuff for runs only, so I don't want to tell you my life story. But anyways, just remember to persevere. You've got to push yourself. That's the secret in success in life. That's one of the many secrets. But just this thing with this Boston Marathon training, I'm starting in week 10. This is a 20-week program, and I got 11 weeks to go before the Boston Marathon. So, knock on wood, I'm doing really good. So, I'm sorry this isn't the best. I'm just rambling on here. I'm on a time limit here. But Good job. I got to pat myself on the shoulder. Good job, Steve, for doing that great run yesterday. I'm glad I did it, even though my knee is driving me nuts. It's sore. And I'm going to try to run again tomorrow. I think I'll be fine tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about this knee unless it starts to swell up and give me problems. It's on the bone. It's not on the actual cartilage area. The iliotibial band syndrome, that's really painful, and that's when your iliotibial band goes to the side of your knee. This is just the top of my knee is a little sore. But let me tell you something. I've had shin splints, or shin pains, and then I've had knee pains, and I've had back pains, and elbow pains, and shoulder pains, and everything in between with my running. And I'm just saying, unless it's something severe, I just keep training, because you can't afford to just give up your training just because you got a little bit of a hurt. You got to keep pushing yourself. And that's my message here. Keep pushing yourself. So I'm going to sign out here now. Today's date is February 3rd, 2008. Oh, and I want to say one last thing. Thank you very much for that last person that, I'm sorry I don't have your name in front of me, who bought my ebook. And he also, his wife asked, why do I train at night? The reason I train at night is because I haven't kicked myself in the butt to train in the morning like I should. And I just got a complaint by my landlord that the people in the adjacent room can hear me pounding down on the floor, and they says don't do it past 10 o'clock. So I think I'm going to start doing my workouts in the morning or in the early after, or when I come home or when I'm done with my work or whatever, and or whatever I'm doing. I'm going to have to start getting my workouts done in the morning, because then I decide to do them in the evening. It's just too much. But I usually get them done, so that's all that matters. Okay, I'm out of here. February 3rd, 2008. And any comments or suggestions, just give me an email, and or just post your video or your comments. And I appreciate the comments. Keep posting the comments. And remember, you can also, if you haven't seen my ebook yet called Treadmill Marathon Guide, you can go to, look at the screen, treadmillmarathon.com. It's treadmill-marathon.com. And it's a super, super duper book on how to run a marathon, train for a marathon, lose weight, all in the privacy of your own home. Never leave your home. Never have to leave and trip on that slick Baltimore or Buffalo ice, what do they call that, black ice sidewalk, and then twist your knee, and next thing you know, you can't run for good. That's what's nice about treadmill training, and you got to look at my book. And thanks for those that have shown positive, given positive reviews on it, especially the last guy that bought one from me. And tell your wife if she wants to run a marathon, she needs to read the book you bought, because it's worth its weight in gold. Okay. Well, I'm out of here. You guys take it easy. Bye bye.